Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Hey YouTube, Fat Pastor here. Thank you guys for showing up tonight for the stream. As you can see, we are on location once again. Hopefully we won't have any Wi-Fi disruptions or internet disruptions. We're getting over 300 megabits per second now, the last test that I did, so everything should be good. So I am on the iPad tonight. That's why it's a bit wider screen, because as you can see over my shoulder here, I've got it all set up for the race. Now, I'm going to try to switch over to my cell phone, and I'll show you guys the course and everything. So we won't have Jarvis tonight, and I will be able to see your chat and all of that. And it should have supposedly Melon. This is really getting old with them, but supposedly they are supposed to have the widgets fixed so that it'll pop up super chats and new memberships and all of that. So yeah, got a lot going on tonight, and I'm trying to get my phone pulled up here. You know, it's always harder for me to find my stream on my phone than it is for others, I guess. Okay, let me go into Discord, and I'm going to add myself. There may be a little bit of inception. There's a membership link. What's that?
Just a little bit of lag.
Just a little bit? Okay, good. Yeah, it should be late. It should be about a minute or so behind my voice.
Yeah, it's about 20, 30 seconds behind.
Let me add myself to the stream here. Allow my camera. iPhone. Let's join. Yeah, inception. Sorry about that. Camera. I think I'm gonna have to show it this way. Let's see. Show on stream. Show on stream. Show on stream. I'll be right back. Let me make myself bigger, which is a scary thought. All right, I'm going to show you guys. This is just a preliminary track. We've got a start podium there. You know, this is our start-finish gate. Let's see if does that work better when I turn it sideways? No, I don't think it does. I don't think it makes any difference. Okay. This is our start-finish gate here. We'll come through. You always build up speed here for this turn. For whatever reason, this area right here, this little room, gets the noobs. Most people new to racing, this little room tears them up. So we'll come through and you'll hit the bottom here, and you'll climb up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, just a regular ladder. You'll come out around this way. How we're going to do it, and I'm going to try to get some flight footage for you tonight. You're going to go through the foam. It's the pool noodle cube, and into the infinity tunnel. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's been in one. There you go. little bit of look, you'll come out. Come out of the infinity tunnel, and you're going to climb up to dive in to this gate. Right through here. You'll dive down through that gate there. Let me see. Right there. Right back there. That gate, you'll dive down through it. When you come down, you can come down here by the pews. We're not doing any Beggars Canyon this time, but you can come down and you'll climb up this gate here. And then you'll go into a double ladder at the top where you'll go in one side, out, and you'll just spiral down, come around, hit the We Bleed gate. I need to turn that to a different setting on the remote. Let's see here. That looks better. So I got 2 parts burned up on that. Got to get it fixed. You'll make the turn. You come in here into this room and adjust that a little bit. Then you'll make this turn, which is a real sharp 90, and brings you back to where you were. Finishes out the course. So that's kind of what I initially have set up tonight. All right. Let me leave with my phone. So the inception will go away. All right, let's shout out a few names for the early viewers. I know last week, let me apologize for last week's stream. We'd set up here and we were practicing trying to work out things on the timer and track side. All of that was running fine. Track side and the timer was running great. The problem was that the internet just completely and we have fast internet here, gig speed internet, and it just completely went out on us. And our IT guy, he's been sick this week, but I kind of talked with him, and we think we figured out some things. But tonight, the way we have it set up tonight, we're running plenty fast enough. But the reason why I'm not streaming from OBS and stuff, I'm back to Melon tonight, is because this is on my iPad, and if the internet seems to go down, I'll pull up a hotspot on my phone and we'll continue. If I don't turn the light on. So let me go ahead and get some names out here for the, I can already hear a whoop fired up. Got Oops FPV is with us this morning already. Tonight. It's been a long day. Says good evening, everyone, and says yo yo yo. Saying back from the Matrix, and we have got Mr. Randy Pettigo, good friend of mine, deacon of the church here. Oh, look, we are getting a little bit of the chat showing up on the screen here. Mr. Jeff Russell is with us. Oh, that wasn't Jeff. That was Oops again, but there's Jeff. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Jeff's going to try to make it if he can. So, yeah, we got a lot going on tonight. If you are in the area, here, Whoop Races is kind of an event. I know that there's people in our church and stuff that they like to bring their kids. And that's why, I always say that our races are family friendly. You can bring your kids, we don't want them in there climbing on the gates or in here on the computers, but we've got a little room set up over there at the side, and they like to watch the drones fly, and we like for them to be excited about the drones. So, yeah, I left my stuff at home. I have got a lot of interesting stuff in the mail today. One, or for mail call, I can show you this. This is something that is new to the channel. Let me see. Everything's backwards. This is Team Fat Whoop Race HDzero. This is not a team that you have to join or qualify for or anything like that. The way that you become a member of Team Fat Whoop with PH is if you race an HDzero tiny whoop, because they're fat, they're heavier. Even the new one that's coming out is going to be heavier than the new Mobula 6 2024. So some say it gives you a disadvantage. For me, in my eyes, my age, I think it gives me an advantage because I can see better. And that works out good for me. So you can go online. There'll be I don't know if I've put it in here yet. If not now, it will be after the stream. Maybe I could put it in over here. A link to my spread. What's it called? My spread shop. And it's you can pick up this shirt. And the thing about the spread shop that I like is any of the images on there, you can get the regular Fat Pastor OG logo or the new one put on the arm. You can get your name put on the back. You can personalize all of the shirts on there. We've got the Rise Up, Meet Me in the Air, the FPV Pocket Pro-Am. There's actually two Rise Up, Meet Me in the Air. One's got a granny flying and like she's skydiving. It says Rise Up and Meet Me in the Air. Those things that help the channel, and all of that goes back in to making all of this happen for everybody. This, cables and cords alone cost money. They wear out, things like that. And, it's all of it goes back into the channel. Mr. Killdozer, how's it going, brother? Glad to see you on. Hey, guys. We are... tonight, we're just going to kind of take it easy, ask questions. I'm not going to be on very long tonight. This will not be one of my marathon streams because I'm just tired. I've been here all day setting up, and Mark and Mary, Digital, and his lovely wife and their family called me just a little bit ago and invited me to dinner. So I was able to slip away for a minute and go and get some dinner. And it's good to see you too, Killdozer. If I'm not mistaken, I think I sold you a drone, didn't I? A Whoop or something like that a while back. Maybe I'm wrong. I get names mixed up, but faces usually ring a bell. So, yeah, it's good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm Mike Bergman. Mike, what you messing with me, man? What you messing with this old man's head for? Killdozer is now Mike Bergman. How many channels do you have, Mike? You got like 2 or 3 or something? You lurk around everywhere. I know several people that's got 2 or 3 different YouTube accounts, and that's all right. I know some people that when it comes to giveaways, there's YouTube names logged into some of the giveaways that I do that I've never seen before. But hey, he said he changed his name because he likes Marvin Haymeyer. I guess that was the guy. Wasn't that the guy who actually built the Killdozer? That's a whole story right there. If you've not looked into that, or you don't know about that. That's an interesting story. Yeah, he was the Killdozer operator. Didn't they like try to take his house or something like that, or foreclosed on him, and he boxed in the garage or something the whole time he was in there, fortifying and welding, bulletproof steel and stuff around this bulldozer, and then just took it out and leveled a town pretty much. It's actually, I don't know. I don't think he killed anyone. I think they ended up killing him, didn't they? But I don't think he hurt anybody. I don't know. He may have. No, this is not my channel. Just changed my name. Oh, this is his only channel. Okay. So so Killdozer is still the moderator's moderator. All right. So cool beans. That's I watched a documentary on him. Golly, I guess it's 4 or 5 years ago now, right before COVID, and it was actually pretty interesting. The his story and all, and I guess he paid with his life, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess when it was all said and done, he kind of had the last say there. So. Well, I have the one thing about my my Melon account is I've got all of my old.
I'm bigger than you. I'm higher in the food chain. Get in my belly. Come on. You're lucky, wee man.
Can I have a hug?
Dr. Evil.
Let's see here what that says there. Yeah. I like the chat starting to show up there on the screen until I do something and I mess it up, right? I don't know. I've got Streamlabs. Go figure. It says, yeah. I got to look through my bifocus for this one. Yes, an old boys club in his town railroading him for permits and sewer drain hookup and whatnot, and he didn't kill anyone, but ended up eating the bullet. Yeah, when the dozer got stuck. Yeah, I remember that. They kind of jumped up there on there in between the cracks in the armor, shot him. So yeah, I remember that. So yeah, that was tragic, but you just got to watch who you mess with sometimes. Some people, generally it's the quiet ones. You mess with the wrong people and it can turn out pretty bad. I've had a lot of messages on Discord and even some emails and everything. So he actually ended up committing suicide. Okay. All right, well, at least they didn't get him. But anyway, I've had a lot of people ask me to weigh in on the bot grinder Justin Davis thing, and we can talk a little bit about it. And I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail. I think that at this point it's beating a dead horse. Y'all know my thoughts. I don't think that Justin is an honest man, but he probably doesn't like me either. So, I don't disagree with what Bot said. I have to say I definitely agree with what Blunty said. Blunty's point on the matter, I thought on the live stream was pretty close to how I feel about it. Pastor, are you going to try the new Heavy Model 6 2024 edition? Probably not. but I will be trying the new HDzero version because I guess I can consider this. I'm not going to play the mail call thing tonight because I'm just tired for one. And but I have this. I'm actually looking to print up another canopy for it. This is a Fly 533 build built by Mr. Charles, and I haven't weighed it, but I think this thing is under 17 grams. It is howdy hobby. How are you, man? Thank you for logging on. I think this is less than 17 grams. The one problem that I have with it is if you've ever raced with Mr. Charles, he's fast, and I'm not that fast. This is Evan and Mr. Charles camera angle. I need it about right there. I mean, I can see to fly it, and it's got a lot of power. Zach Z King, he's working tonight, I believe. He told me he'd be working. He's flown it, and this thing will get away from you. It's actually, I was telling him, if you're looking for something right out of the box that you can bind it up because it has an external, what's it called, serial UART based Express LRS, all of that on it. I recommend it. They turn them out pretty quick, and this thing will flat scat. It is not a fat whoop. See, let me show you the difference. I don't have my bench cam and all that kind of stuff. Most of you guys already know the difference. New model tiny whoop, sleek, light, sub 7. It's even got the, what's it called, the Rennie screws in the bottom of it, the plastic screws instead of the metal screws in the bottom of it. This, besides OSD and my modes, this is just exactly like it comes from Fly 533 Memory. Now this is a fat whoop. You can't tell it, but I don't have my scales with me. I'm not at the bench or whatever, but yeah, it's like this one is pregnant with this one. So that's why if you race HDzero in a whoop, join up and become part of Team Fat Whoop. Get you a shirt, put your name on the back of it. Nowhere does it have Fat Pastor on it. Yes, it's fat, spelled with PH, all of that. It's, but you can wear it, throw your own name on the back of it. And if you have a chapter, a group of guys that all you fly is HDzero on your tiny whoops, then you're a part of Team Fat Whoop. As far as I'm concerned, I like HDzero. I like what Carl's doing in the hobby. I like how he listens to what we want, and so I support him. And I'm not that great of a pilot anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. I wish I need to check and see about getting the chat to stay up longer. Wished it would stay up longer. That's a good looking tiny whoop. Thank you, brother. Let me get this part here. It says, honestly, Marty, knowing your story about DC really left a bad taste in my mouth regarding how DC is to people behind the camera. Yeah, it's, well, and I think now it's starting to show somewhat in front of the camera. Now, I'll be the first one to say there's people in this hobby that they don't care for me. They don't care the way I do things. Some people don't like the fact that I'm a pastor and that I hold whoop races in my church and all of that. But, you know, you have your own beliefs. You know, you ain't got to like, me. I ain't got to like you. So, but yeah, I have, I don't want to say been waiting, but I've known at some point, not this exact thing, but something similar to this would happen, that it would come out, and that there would be some conflict, and always, if you give somebody, well, almost always, because there's exceptions to just about every rule. If you give somebody enough rope, they'll usually hang themselves. Meaning that, just give somebody a little bit of time, and they'll show you their true colors. Oh, well, I've showed you guys this. I don't know if that's very visible or not. But it says Fat Pastor. That was made by my buddy Stephen Jenkins. If you're watching, Stephen, come fly with us, man. We've been missing you. Yeah, Stephen, he's gone through a little bit here lately, like most people have, and we're waiting, believing that he'll get back in the saddle of a whoop, and planning on next. So we're going to have this race. So how we're going to do this? I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat too. Yeah. Let me just stay in here with the chat for a minute before I go into what we're doing here. It says even the modified antenna makes it way less. Yeah, he kind of chopped that thing down, and it's just a little tiny mug. The signal's a little weak though. The VTX signal is a little weak on it. So understand that if there's somebody you're flying with that's got a real powerful VTX, they're going to stomp on you. How's it going, Double A? Feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, brother. It just seems like that, last week and the races and stuff that I've been going to, I've not been settled in a stream for a couple of weeks, and I just kind of feel out of pocket. Kind of miss my streaming buddies and all of that. And Mike says here, or Killdozer says here, that's the way to do things, be completely honest and moral. There is nothing to hate on. That's right. I mean, there's other people that I'm just going to use the words other people use. There's a lot of quote, unquote, shills in the hobby. And I think even Bardwell said, come on, man, you're a public figure. You're going to be scrutinized. And that's true. Long before I became a YouTuber, I was a pastor, and very well known, a pastor in the town that I grew up in, or in the area, 3 miles from my house. I married my high school sweetheart. We're still married. This year will be 30 years married. And her father was the vice principal of our high school. So a lot of people know me. And when I stepped into ministry, you become a public figure, and people scrutinize you because you're out there. When you're out in public, you just don't it's kind of like the military. When you got that uniform on, you represent more than just yourself. And I tell people that's come on the channel here and different things that when you show up on YouTube regularly, especially on someone's channel, you represent something more than yourself. And forgive my nasty, sweaty hair, because I put all that up out there by myself. And I had a little bit of help, but so when you're out there, even like Bardwell said, Bardwell's been called a shield hundreds of times probably. And there are people out there in the hobby that, in my opinion, review things and say they're better than they are just so they'll continue to get things sent to them for free. I happen to know that there are a lot of people that they make more money off of selling the drones that they get given to them than they do their Patreon. Now, there's other YouTubers out there like Nick Burns, as y'all know, he gives his stuff away. And, you know, there's always spectrums, one side to the other. But, you know, Justin's not the only one who is maybe being a little shady. And here recently, just talked to you at the Knoxville race about not representing a story truthfully, just for it to be more exciting and getting clicks. So, I mean, they're out there, and that's set up pretty good, Mark. Over here on, that's
very flying right now.
Well, you were, I don't know if you've seen that, when you got close to the gate, it was like,
It
was triggering you. Yeah. So we got people flying. Y'all can hear them flying. And that's good. And we have husbands teaching wives how to fly, which is, come on, guys. That's why I do this. People bring their sons and their daughters and their wives and teach them how to fly, and they share the hobby together. Big shout out to Wade and Charlotte Wilson. They fly together. Carlita beat me in the Tiny Whoop race at the last Knoxville race, and her second race, and I think she beat me by like 2 or 3 seconds on her personal best. We didn't go head to head. We were in different groups and all. But man, I just think that's awesome, that to see couples flying together, families flying together, and all of that. And it just, you guys are going to have to forgive me tonight, because it is definitely going to be a night of.
I wasn't talking to you, Deeds. I was talking to that squirrel over there.
Oh.
Squirrel. So I'm going to jump around a lot tonight because I'm tired, and I'll try to get back on. Chat will help me stay on something similar. You bring it up, you mention it in the chat, I'll talk about it. But back to the drone camps and the bot grinder thing. Me personally, I don't think I would be friends out in the world with either one of them. I don't think I would just choose to hang out, and they probably wouldn't choose to hang out with me either. But Bot is entitled to his opinion, and I really wished. Here's my final take. I really wish that influencers, be they small, like this channel, or be they larger and have a much bigger audience, I just wish that they would be more ready to talk about how subjective this hobby is. When I reviewed the Mobula 6 HDzero, the first one that come out, I still got it. It's been, frame's been repaired, and it's had other things added to it. By the way, I printed out some cool boxes here. Look at that one. Here it is. This is my first Mobula 6 HDzero, and that's got the Meteor 65 frame on it because I broke a few frames, and it's got a Tiny Whoop headlight LED on it, but it still flies the original VTX and the original motors and all of that. this was sent to me by a seller for about 60% of the retail. And I didn't praise this because I got it at a discount. And I didn't know actually until Shane set it out on a video with Lamone that if you're getting gear sold to you for more than 20-30% off, then you can consider that sponsorship. I didn't know I was sponsored. And, the reason why I promote HDzero whoops is because I fly them and I like them. And they're fat, and I put blue LEDs on them. I lost my D there. I got to glue that down. If you're going to print these cases, you need to do an inset on your lettering, or they can pop off. I got one that's yellow, got yellow LEDs, one that's got blue LEDs, one that's got red LEDs, and this one really don't have any LEDs. It's got a big, bright blue spotlight. And so these I carry to the races. I got 4 of them, and because I'm not one of these ones that when I go to a race, I set my table out and I got all my solder iron and everything, and I got motors and stuff all around me. No, that's not how I race. That's not how I do things. I sit and talk to people and run my pie hole and all of that kind of stuff. So I just wish people would be. So I said that to say when I reviewed the Mobula 6 HDzero, this guts right here, I'd gotten the Mo Beetle. This thing was supposed to have a 400 milliwatt VTX on it, and I did a head-to-head range against this VTX against that. This cranked up all the way, and the HDzero was just. You can go back in my videos to see that was a long time ago. To me, it suits me. It just suits me, so I like it. Other people didn't like it. Does that mean they were wrong? No. Does it mean I was wrong? No, because it's subjective. I've seen people put on, like me, Z King, a good friend of mine, flies DJI, and he was looking at my HDO2s with the a set of HDO2s with the HDzero module on the front of it, and he was looking at that, and I was thinking, well, to get him into HDzero, because I have the HDzero goggles, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll give DJI another try, because everybody says just how superior it is. And was thinking, because he was looking to get rid of his goggles, and I was thinking I might trade him for it and all that. And just, I don't like DJI as a company, but I was going to give it a try, and I cannot see through whatever they're called, the goggles 1 and goggles 2. With me, goggles 1, goggles 2, goggles 3. That's what they should call it. Not the goggles 2 and the goggle V2. That's subjective, in my opinion. I think it's stupid. But I haven't tried the ones that you can adjust. I might like those. So I'm kind of trying to stay away from those. But as far as the goggles 1 or 2, I can't see through them. No matter what you set on them, the OSD is blurry because of my vision. The shape of my head, there's light leak. I know a lot of people deal with that in different phones, work, and can change that. So it's subjective. And I think we should be more quick to tell people, especially people that's new into the hobby, that when it comes to goggles, try some on. See what will work. Just don't recommend the Fatshark Scouts because they're the best box goggle, or the EV800s, Ds, or whatever. The Sky Zone, whatever it is that people try to push. I tell people, And if you've ever raced with me, you've ever been here in person with me, everybody that has will attest to it. When people come out straight out and ask me, what's the best? I tell them it's subjective. Now, there was a guy on Facebook the other day when all of this bot grinder and drone camp stuff come up. And he asked the question on Facebook, which I'm not on Facebook that much. And I'd literally gotten 5 or 6 private messages on Discord, some texts from people, and actual chats with people on Discord wanting me to chime in on the whole thing when it was white hot. And I was just, y'all know me, I'm broken. As just in one of the ways, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and somebody asked, so I really want to know, because I'm torn between the Goggles X and the HDzero goggles, what's better, HDzero or walksnail? And I gave in to the temptation, and all I typed was HDzero, exclamation point, boom. That got a few Facebook messages from people. I thought you said you're subjective and all. People bring your words back up, especially if you're a pastor. And so that was just me being rotten. And the guy messaged me back in that, and he was like, "No, really," he said, "I want to know your opinion." And then I told him, I said, "Well, that is my opinion that they are the best." I said, "But goggles are very subjective." I think I told him, I said, it's like someone saying tacos are better than pizza. We could have that argument for hours and not get anywhere on it. It's your opinion. What's better, tacos or pizza? I'm a pizza person, but I know there's some people that like tacos. And now, Killdozer here says, if I'm being honest, I really don't mind when people sell off review quads, but the dishonesty about whether a product is good or bad is what bothers me. Yeah, I don't mind that either, but when you're saying everything's good, and I remember a time, I think I've got a Discord message that I can even back it up if I need to. That Justin told me that he had gotten like 10 drones in a week, or maybe like a week and a half or something like that. It was a short period of time. 10 binding flies to review, and that's because everything gets a good review. And if you've got Bang, pretty much at that time Bang Good, because some of you guys remember Rudy. You remember my story about Bang Good Rudy. Bang Good Rudy was treated like royalty for a while, except for by the members on the Discord. And it was because you say good things, we'll keep sending you free stuff. That's how they advertise. They're not putting commercials on TV. Like when we were growing up, He-Man and G.I. Joe, and Barbie and Transformers and all that stuff, they were commercials on TV. They paid big money to get their product advertised. And that's what they're doing with reviewers. They're finding someone that will give a good review on just about anything, and they will send them just about everything. So I guess everything in moderation. If you were honest about the reviews, completely honest, then I know, FR Sky, I'm sure that my YouTube channel and my name is marked in some kind of a book there at FR Sky that they will not send me anything ever again. They did. I did a review. It's on my channel of the FR Sky HDzero screen, and the first one that they sent me was a piece of crap. It didn't work. And then, then they didn't want me to do a video about it at all. And I published the video anyway. And after, I fiddled with it and got it to work. And long story short, they didn't like it. And so that was the end, the very short life of me doing reviews for FR Sky, which, I mean, come on, they were dying anyway by that time. So, yeah, I don't mind it either. It's the, well, I'll just tell you, it's the telling people, look at this drone. This is the most awesome little tiny whoop. The Fractal 65 is the most awesome, which I do. I've got a hoodie. Y'all see it on the channel sometimes. Not when I'm racing because I sweat like a stuck hog. I got a Fractal Sucks hoodie. Thanks to Heads for telling me about that. And I'll be showing that. But it'd be like me saying, this is the greatest tiny whoop and all of this kind of stuff. And if you'll join my membership for as little as $2 a month, then you'll be entered into a drawing to get this very whoop this month. This month, by the end of February, if you join now, you'll get this whoop for as little as $2 a month. And then nothing happened. February comes and goes. People start saying, hey, I thought he was going to give away the Fractal 65. Nothing happens. And then March comes and goes, and it's not a Fractal 65 this time. It's, a prop puller, or, the Immersion RC wand thing. Whatever the newest best thing is, the best props, we're going to give them away, or this bind and fly, or whatever. Just join my Patreon and you get access to the Discord, and on the Discord we have these drawings every month. I know of one, and the years that I was there, I know of one that was given away. And so, yeah, I have a problem with that. But I wasn't going to go this far into all of it. But y'all know me well enough. Just, what's up, Fun Per Vote? I keep grabbing my mouse, wanting to trying to pull you guys up. Congratulations. What's up, y'all? Mike says, congratulations on 30 years with your high school sweetheart. Thanks, man. She is, she's a special person to put up with this level of messed up, because I'm going to tell you, I'm jacked up. So, yeah. Double A says that's awesome to hear. So, yeah. So, yeah, so that's my take on it, and maybe I need to stop there. I don't want, I'll say this, I don't agree with one YouTuber telling other YouTubers to go and unsubscribe to somebody. We're big boys and girls. If you're smart enough to fly FPV, even if it's just an angle, then you're smart enough to make the decision on who you're going to subscribe to and who you're not. I don't think that I need to be going telling people, who's right or wrong. I've never told anybody that they shouldn't subscribe. that I know of. Might have in my head injury, but I don't think I've ever told anybody don't subscribe to drone cams. And I've told several people that I don't. I don't. That's the best thing. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. You know, if that pastor just drives you crazy because he's fat and he's sweaty and he just rambles sometimes, and he has that awful video where they flick a squirrel in the air, and oh, I wish y'all could see the amount of email. I've probably gotten 20, 30 emails in my FPV account about the squirrel flicking video. And, well, here's what I think about that. If that hurts you and just totally disrupts your day, then email me at fatpastorfpv. Let me see if I can find where it's at here. Yeah, right here. Email me right down there. fatpastorfpv@gmail.com. And if you are just adamant that is just wicked and evil, and that it should never, ever, 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 ever be played on YouTube again, and it just ruins your day, let me know, and I will send you a little small, give me your address, and I'll send you a little small container of Play-Doh that you can sniff and get to feeling all better. Because that squirrel was not harmed in the filming of that video. Matter of fact, it just keeps going back for more and more and more. And so when you send me emails like that, just understand that I will read them, some of them, but most of the time I am like, see you guys. Most of the time I'm just like,
you big dummy, you big dummy, you big cold-blooded dummy.
having a couple people leave. They'll come by to see what was going on and all, but you big dummy. So that's my take on it, my 2 cents on it. So, if you don't like Fat Pastor, and you don't like my movie clips, and you don't like my whatever, my face, my accent. Oh, this is another one. I get this one about 2 or 3 times a year. You talk too slow and say too much. If you're ever going to go anywhere with your YouTube channel, you're going to have to quit saying Well, I don't care. Watch somebody else. If me going bothers you, look at that. And if it really bothers you, then go watch somebody else, and then you can just give them all of the you want. Magic, isn't it? Nordy FPV, how's it going? Hey, brother, how you doing? No, you don't. What? No, I don't. What? That? Is there one if you pick your nose? Let's see. No, I don't think so. I love it when you talk a lot. So interesting. Oh, I don't talk slow. Well, you're from Tennessee too, Casey. So yeah. People up north are like, "God, just get it done. Come on, man, just get it out. Just get it out." Come on. So, but if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. So I talk slow, I fly slow. Some would argue that I probably am slow. So that's all right. Don't hurt my feelings. Click the channel. Turn it to somebody else. That's all right. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to cry. I don't do this as a living. I do this because I want to share what I love. That was freaky, wasn't it? I tell people back here on Sundays and Wednesdays, I tell people the best way to be genuine is to share what you love. You got a favorite restaurant in your town, you love it, then you tell people about it. I love FPV. I love flying. I love getting together in the community with people, so that's what I do. I share it. And I tell people to come be a part of what's going on, and that's it. That is Fat Pastor's channel in a nutshell. And I wish I had the Austin Power thing. That's a bloody big nutshell, but I don't. See, if I had like hundreds of clips, I would like wear it out. So y'all know I would. So, you know what time it is, don't you? Don't do it, Marty. Do it, Marty. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it played it or not, but it told me it was playing it. So sometimes it doesn't show it on my screen. So let's see if it does this one.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
I had almost the exact event, except for not much hair, happen unbuilding my last tiny trainer. I got a bad Nano 90 camera right out of the box. Brand new. Cut the cellophane, it was bad. I burn up a VTX by tightening it down too tight, trying to get everything to fit in the tiny trainer, and pushed the VTX down on to the USB and fried that. And then when I was done frying that, I replaced the VTX. I shut the canopy down on the MIPI cable and cut the MIPI cable. Then I got all of that fixed and everything was going, ordering the motors, and realized that I got a bad motor right out of the box, fresh new Fly 533 tiny turner that's bad, but I will be taking it to Knoxville next week instead of shipping it off. So yes, I've had one of those builds the other day, and if you've ever had one of those builds, just give me a thumbs up or something. And so I'm usually, my experience is when that happens, usually those quads end up being the ones that fly better for me. The ones that I build and there's nothing wrong with them and everything's fine and nothing bad happened, you get out and get ready to fly, and then that's when something just quits. So I had everything that I believed that was just going to just quit. Go ahead and do it in the build for me. So now, granted, I cut the MIPI cable by hinging on the V2. The canopy hinges now. I cut it. It was right up on the little connector, and I put the canopy down on it, and I cut the MIPI cable. And then I did squish, I had the VTX on gummies, and I pushed it down, shorted it out on the USB. So I did those, but yeah, you have those builds sometimes. It's just like, what's going on? So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to turn this a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can do a round with just me. I think I'm on R4. We'll see. R4. No. It's let me change a few things around here because I'm doing race band 1, race band 2, race band 7, and race band 8. So yeah, there we go. So I'm going to drag myself over here on to. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm talking to you like you can see that. I'm changing VTX channels in trackside. I'll try to fly around and see if you guys can see. You get a view of what the track looks like being flown, and I will attempt. I don't know, maybe tomorrow night I may come over and try to do after everybody's gone or whatever, or I may try it while we've got noobs here flying. I may try to stream a little bit, testing my laptop and see, because it was kind of saying that it was maxed out. But I had a lot of things going. I had Spotify running, I had the timer running, and I had trackside running, and trackside recording video and running OBS, all on a Ryzen 5 laptop with 16 gig of RAM. So I was probably asking, not probably. Oh no. I don't think I have a goggle battery. Wonder if I can fly by the screen. We'll see. Won't be able to fly fast, but I am. Hang on. Let me think. I've got another set of goggles here. I might be able. I'm not going to plug. Somebody, I don't remember who it was. Somebody sent me a message asking me about. Told me that had I heard anything about plugging your HDzero goggles into a 12-volt power supply, and the person said that when they did, they said it was the same 12-volt power supply that they used to power their Whoopster, and said that he thinks it fried his HDzero goggles, so he's going to have to set his goggles back. I don't know about that. I won't be able to do that. No, I'm not going to risk my. You guys know anything about that in the chat? Has anybody ever done that? Have you ever powered your HDzero goggles off of a 12-volt brick? I think the amps is what can get you. If your amps are too high, I think it can fry your setup. I don't know. I was going to do it, but to fly these, which are my HDO2s, and I have to have two power supplies. And I didn't bring any goggle batteries with me. Let me think. No, I didn't. Which leaves me the option to try to fly from the scrape. So, sorry about that, guys. It's just been hectic trying to get everything up and going, ready for tomorrow, because we'll have a whole different type of group of pilots and people here tomorrow than will be here on Saturday. And you know, to me, the kids and stuff that want to fly, I mean, they're probably not going to be able to get out of this back hallway. Most of them, some of them just go into the sanctuary and try to fly around, and but still, we're going to make time for them, and we're still going to let them fly. So let me start this here.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 5.
Well, who is it? Come on. Hang on. I didn't do something. Stop.
Race over.
R2. Let me check my video settings, guys. Oh, on R2. Okay, it's supposed to be here. Is HD. Ah, that's what I did. There we go. I turned that off last night, messing with it for something else. There we go. Let's rerun this. Come on, show me some video. Try it again. I've told you guys about this. This quad sometimes, for whatever reason, will not power up. Then when I'm at races, for whatever reason, I take it home, and then it powers up. I flew this the other night. This was the one I was flying. I've done nothing but put it in the case and show it off and call it a fat whoop. Let me see. Yeah, no lights at all. I'll grab another one. I don't even know if it's on R2. So you're real organized. Yes. Yep. I am. Let's try Old Faithful. Oh, gee, the oldest one. I don't know what channel it's on. I'll find out. With my Emacs screen. Oh, I got lights on that. Let me see what channel it's on. I might have to turn it to R2. What the? Are you serious? Can you hear that? I think my fan's jacked up. What do y'all think? R1. I'm on R1. All right, stop. That was working last night. Just set it down today. Now it's not working. Oh, let me stop this. Go back. Change me to R1. Now, let's go live. Nope. There we go. Let me see if I can. I'm not good at flying from screens, guys. Let's try this. Woo. Thank you, brother. All right. Try again. What am I doing? Let me just go into angle. I'm not good. I think the latency on this is, yes, the latency is horrible. Let me over one. I'm going to try one more time, but the latency is bad. Watching through. If I'm doing straight through the event VRX, it's not bad. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Oh, I'm supposed to go through this. Wow, that latency is horrible. Well, you see that was not through that gate. I went through in between it, but we're not racing, so. Wow. Wow, that's like flying walksnail, the latency, so it's worse than walksnail. Wow. Whoa. All right, turn. Wow. Yeah, that's like unflyable. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I can do it. The latency is.
Telemetry lost.
Come on.
Telemetry recovered.
Where'd you land at?
I think I'm under a cord. Under the infinity gate.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry
There it
recovered.
comes. It's bad. I know it's bad. You guys can't see it that good anyway, but that flying from trackside is not the way to go. Look at there. I'm going to finish a lap just because digital carried me through. Yeah, that's not the way to go. This is HDzero. I'm going to let you guys look what most of you know what most of you guys know what the infinity tunnel is like. Line of sight of it. So yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even think to bring a goggle battery. But maybe you got to see a little bit. I don't know.
It's not show very good on the screen.
It doesn't show on the screen very good.
You can see it, but it's not the greatest.
All right. Well, I don't think. Well, I don't have my goggles. If I had my goggles, I could share this other screen here through Melon, but I don't have a goggle battery at all. I left that whole bag of batteries at home. So, yeah. Shows how prepared I am for the race. So. All right, wondering with my red one, what's going on? That it did that to me at the Knoxville race, and then I just put it in my case because I don't usually mess with trying to work on a quad at a race. And when I got home, I plugged it up and it worked. And I couldn't figure out any reason why it didn't work. So. Howie Hobby says, "What do you had a few that's done that just whenever they just for whatever reason, I call it the racing curse that for whatever reason it just some quads at a race just decide that they're not going to work. So, but yeah, that's it. I didn't even register a lap. Let me stop this. I don't think I ever started it. No, I didn't. So that's good. Yeah, that's racing, at least for me. I know at the Tiny Trainer race, if my memory serves me correct, Bardwell was there, and he was flying was Quad Doc, Evan's father, give him one of his Tiny Trainers to fly, and he got there at the line ready to race, and he plugged it up, and magic smoke just come right out of it, and Kevin was like, "Man, I've flown that for years, never had a problem with it." And show up at a race, plug it up, boom, out comes the magic smoke. That's how it works sometimes in racing. It's just, that's why, if you're a noob, come on out, fly what you got. And let me say that again. Fly what you got. So many people are, you need to fly there, you need to get this, you need to get that, it needs to be the Mobula 6, it needs to be the Meteor 65, it needs to be blah-bitty, whatever. And no, fly what you got. Now, granted, after you get some experience under your belt and you're in this hobby enough to realize that it's not a cheap hobby, but it's nowhere near as expensive as some other hobbies that guys get into. So after that, get you a couple. If you're going to race, get at least 2 of the same quad that you're used to flying and bring them. Because just like this, I mean, literally this has done nothing but go in this case and then go into a hard case since last Thursday night when I was flying it around in here. And we were racing. We were getting good, hard, sturdy, good laps. It was just the Wi-Fi, the internet that was down. And I plug it up tonight, and the VTX is not showing any power. It's done this 2 or 3 times. People say, "Oh, check the MIPI." Always check the MIPI, and it's not the MIPI, because if the MIPI cable wasn't connected, you would have a red light, but you wouldn't have the blue light. So I don't know. I kind of think that it may have something to do with the LEDs. The LED wires, I don't know if you can see them. They're real tiny little red and blue wires in there. And I don't know, maybe they move around sometimes, but let me see. Did the LEDs even light up? I don't think the LEDs lit up when I plugged it up, did it? Let me see. Yep, the LED. Oh, and now look. The HDzero is working. So maybe it does have something to do with the LED wires. I'm probably going to take and put Kapton tape, take it apart and put Kapton tape all over the bottom of the flight controller where the LEDs lights are running. But as you, whoop, there it goes. It's kind of flickering. Is it the pigtail? Moving the pigtail. Oh, I might have a bad pigtail. I think I got a bad pigtail. That could be the problem. I just diagnosed it and fixed it right there. Not fixed it, but diagnosed it, I do believe, right there in front of you guys. See the blue lights on, which means that HDzero is connected and working. It's got video. But when I was moving the pigtail around, yep, get it when I get home. This one and the blue one, but the last time I flew the blue one, this is what I was racing in Knoxville, just like the other one. Same everything, even the ORT antenna is the same. I like that antenna. I happen to agree with Nick Burns on that. Not that it's the best antenna. There is no best. I think that's what I'm going to keep saying. There is no best in FPV. This is my blue one. And so it not only is it fat, it's glittery, it sparkles. So, yeah. I had to turn this up to the 10 offset to even get it to register a lap in Knoxville. So, but yeah, I'm planning on going till about between 8:30 and 9 tonight on the channel. So if you have any questions or anything like that, if you like to fly HDzero, you like to race HDzero, I'd like to invite you to become a part of Team Fat Whoop. You can the shirts are nice. They're a good quality shirt, and they got them in big boy sizes too, not just like Rotor Riot got it in just extra large. And I'm not hating on Rotor Riot. It's just why buy a size of stuff that you're not going to sell a lot of. But anyway, squirrel again. Go out, pick you up. There's all kinds of stuff. There's magnets. There's buttons. I'm gonna bring some buttons to Knoxville with me next weekend if everything works out where I'm able to go. So yeah, go out there, pick you up a shirt, become a part of Team Fat Whoop. If you do, and you show up at a race, you get your name on the back of it, send me a picture of that. I would like to see you in it. I actually have the Whoop wagon behind my Jeep today, and that's going to be adorned with vinyl. It's going to have my logos on it. It's going to have some other people's logos that you know about that they're not going to give me money, but they're saying they'll give stuff to give away at races. So, yeah, look forward to that. I've just got to put some extra sealant on the top of the roof of the trailer before I put the vinyl on, because I don't want any I'm actually going to use quick seal on the roof of it, and I don't want any of that getting on the vinyl. So right now it's just a solid black trailer pulled behind my Jeep, and so yeah, look for that if you're down in Middle Tennessee, Northern Kentucky. I plan on going up there to Bluegrass Multi-Rotor with those guys. I'll be out at Knoxville. I don't know if I'll be pulling my trailer out to Knoxville. I'm going to try to go to Castle Crash this year. I talked with Dave with Fly High FPV, and if I can work it out, we'll bring this stuff. Not all of that out there, but some of it. You probably saw the tripods. Those are old stage lighting trusses and things that I had from my youth pastor days, where I got a cramp in my leg. That's why I'm wiggling around. From my youth pastor days, and I'd go out and preach and do revivals and things like that. And we had a youth band, and we'd set up and we'd go. And I still got those trusses and those tripods, so they work out good. They can hold up. You've seen the two sets of ladder gates there. So yeah. We're an hour and a half. I think I'm going to cut it off at 8:30 tonight. I think it's just going to be an hour and a half stream tonight. It's not going to be very long because I am really tired. And I did plan to take the last part of it and let you guys see me flying through it, but I'm going to have to leave and go home and get some goggle batteries and come back and fly, which I'm going to do. I'm going to fly a few packs tonight before the night's over. But I'll be on Discord later tonight. My Discord is free. It's FPV Freaks. Now there are some members only channels on there, but unless you're a member, you're not going to see them anyway. But there is some content and some things, some access that members get that everybody else don't. But my Discord's free. You can come on there. You can get help. We've helped people set up their. Oh, I got to move this leg. We've helped people set up their HDzero quads. We've set up to what, Digital? Sometime 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning helping people.
We've been on there I've been up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning helping somebody get their stuff.
Usually around 3 is when we're done.
Yeah, usually around 3 is when we all start talking a bit silly and yeah, I've been sitting so long. Whew. You ever heard Sinbad talking about he messed up his good leg? That's what I think I just did. I think I just messed up my good leg. Getting old. Be the big 5-0 in March, guys. But you know what? I'm still putting up whoop gates, and I'm still setting up tiny whoop races. And the Lord willing, when I'm 70 years old, I'll still be doing that too. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting tonight. I know that usually after I have a real bad stream like last week, the numbers fall way down. And understand that because people's time's precious to them. They don't want to sit through a stream that the video's lagging and the audio sucks. I hope the audio is pretty decent. There's nothing but my iPad. So, enjoying the stream always. Thanks, I Am Gross. I Am Gross is a member of the channel, a supporter of us, and I appreciate him. And thank you, brother. We need to get some night and do another Fall Guys or some kind of game night or something. But that's usually something more for the winter, because from now through the summer, I am usually busy. So, and let's see if they've got it right. I mean, I see that I Am Gross just gave a $5 super chat, and thank you for that, brother. There should be something showing up right up in here in just a second. And nah, I don't think it's going to, but all right. Doesn't look like it's going to. They said they had it fixed, but doesn't look like it. Happy weekend. Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your donation. It means a lot, and your support as a member means a lot to me. As a person, means a lot to the people in the channel. It means a lot to those people here that get to come and bring their children, bring their families, and learn about FPV. If nothing else, to see the faces of the 4 and 5 year olds and even the 8 and 9 year olds when they come in to the sanctuary in there and the lights are all going.
It's insane.
There we go. Man, that was late. But there you go. It is working. It just takes it a while. All right. So good job, Streamlabs. You got that working on your own software platform, Melon, after 6 months. But good job to you. Good night. Sleep well, Randy. Hopefully you'll be able to swing by sometime Saturday or something, or maybe tomorrow evening if you're feeling up to it. Randy's one of the deacons here, but he's also a good personal friend of mine, and he's been having a little bit of struggle in his health, but I think we're hoping that he's on the mend and he's on the upstroke of all of that. So yeah, and y'all see Mr. Casey in here. He's trying to get himself a ticket up here to be able to race, and I haven't had a chance to talk to him. He called me, and I was like, dude, you got like 2 minutes, and then I've got to get ready for the stream, so I haven't talked to him too much. Tomorrow, all right. Hope to see you tomorrow. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for everybody that's watching and everybody that's supporting the channel. Thank you for your memberships. Thank you for the super chats. And remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, rise up. No, wait, I said that wrong. Let me take that back. All right, now here we go. Remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep flying. That's the part. And rise up and meet me in the air.